Hey you guys, it's Bernicia, aka Kanye Flybug, and welcome back to my channel. Um, I just wanted to comment, and I mean, I'm not going to show video because I'm driving at the moment, but I just wanted to do a little commentary on some thoughts of some things that are or have happened in the past few days. Um, it concerns me, and I've stated this in some other videos about the whole, um, you know, prejudice and racism problem that this country continues to have. What happened to I believe it was 8 people who were shot and killed by that man, the Asian people, like now they're being severely attacked because the ex-president just doesn't know how to quit. He's still, him and his followers, and that includes political, asses that are still following him and catering and coddling this man, that are spewing all of these crazy lies and continuing to say things like China virus, are getting people killed. The gentleman, as you guys probably have heard, that this gentleman said that he was having a bad day. And because he has some crazy sex addiction, he decided to take his frustrations with himself out on the Asian community. From what I understand, he pinpointed these 2 or 3 spas that he visited because he went there frequently. And he went in there and it was premeditated. He knew what he was doing. He knew that I do not believe that this was because he was having a bad day or because he has a sex addiction. First of all, if you have an addiction that you don't like, go see a therapist. Go get some help. That is your problem. Killing people, taking the lives of other people is not going to take your problem away. That is your problem. It frustrates me how the police have handled this gentleman. I wouldn't even call him a gentleman. He's not a man because real men don't kill other people. Humans don't kill other people. They just don't. You just don't. Just cause. It doesn't happen. But you see that the care that they're taking in this man is what, 21 years old? He is not a boy. And they said, oh, he's a boy, this child. He's not a child. Once you reach 21, you're an adult. And in some cases, if he had been 10 with a gun and killed several people, he may have been charged as an adult. So he's not a child. And it's really sad that when people of color walk into grocery stores or 7-Elevens to pick up chips or something, and there's an altercation and they're killed, oh, they were aggressive, they were this, they were that. There's always some excuse as to why they had to be killed or taken out by deadly force or whatever, or, shot. It's rare that I have heard that a white man, and it's usually a white man, who is having a bad day or has gotten fired from someplace and is disgruntled and takes his frustrations out on everyone. It's super sad how, he is being treated in the media and how someone like George Floyd is, depicted in the media. they're all like, oh, he had a drug problem. Oh, he's been arrested before. Oh, this, that, this, and that. It doesn't matter what happened to him in his past. What happens is what he was doing right then. And it's until that changes, that is going to continue to happen. You know, and it's like, and I hate to say this because it's beyond ludicrous, but it's the truth. You don't, I mean, what Ron Johnson said, he said that because all of these white people were storming the Capitol, he was not in fear for his life, even though they had flags, they had guns, they had ties, they had, or zip ties, they had all these weapons with them. They had guns. He wasn't in fear for his life because it was a big-ass mass of white people. But if it were Black Lives Matter, he would have been terrified. Really? Where were the guns and the weapons and the flags and the beatings and stuff that, you know, all the Black Lives Matter people did? And from what I know, like, it didn't start getting violent until some white people showed up. Then they started throwing punches or whatever the case may be, and then it got violent. But for the most part, it was peaceful. But from the moment that those people started storming the Capitol, they were shouting, they were yelling, they were throwing stuff. It had been violent from the beginning. But they don't want to say, the politicians don't want to say, oh, it was an insurrection. Oh, so it was just like an everyday barbecue. Is that what you're trying to tell us? You guys are trying to rewrite history and it's not fair. That's bullshit. It's malarkey. It's terrible. I just don't understand. And then they're trying to change all of our votes in like so many states because the Republicans lost. And it's like, if you weren't such crappy politicians, maybe you would have won. Maybe if Trump wasn't such a dick, he would have gotten, you know, renominated and, you know, he would have won the presidency again. But no, he sucks elephant balls. So that's what he got. People came out of the woodworks because they saw what he was saying, they heard what he was saying, saw what he was doing, and they didn't like it. So they changed it. Why is that so hard to understand? There are people, so many more people that were able to vote in this past election because they became of age. They were either like naturalized, they became citizens. So many factors. There was no fraud. All of these people, if they were foreigners and they became citizens, they heard the rhetoric that you were spewing out of your mouth. They know that you don't like them. So why would they vote for you if they know you don't like them? It's freaking ridiculous. Okay, off of that. Recently, or yesterday, I'm going to leave their names out of it because if you are smart or watch YouTube or anything, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to throw names, but a family member of mine is going through something right now, and it's really heartbreaking. Their spouse is in the public eye. Their spouse did something that was pretty deplorable in almost, every sense that, a spouse could. And now, they've been dealing with this issue for, a year now. Out of the public eye. They were taking care and handling their family business all by themselves. Now, all of a sudden, it's in the public eye. And it just sucks because, I mean, I'm in a lot of like groups on Facebook. I'm in a black woman sensuality group. You know, I'm in like some poly groups. I'm in, you know, several groups. I see a lot of people's differences of opinion and, you know, whatnot, and the things that they go through and whatnot. A lot of women, a lot of black women are like trying to berate my family member because they choose to stay with their spouse or to, you know, reconnect with their spouse and try to work it out. You know, not for just the sake of their children, but because, you know, they want to see if they can repair what has been broken. Most people would want to do that. Yes, they would feel betrayed. Yes, they would feel broken and lost. And so, you know, you seek out religion, you seek out friends, you seek out advice, you seek out whatever you need to make yourself feel better, to become a better person, to put up boundaries, to, you know, fix what is broken. And to tell your significant other, hey, you fucked up. I don't need to continue to tell you that you fucked up. Everybody knows you fucked up. So what are you going to do for yourself and for your family to fix this? So that way we don't have to go down this damn rabbit hole again. So many black women are like, oh my God, she's a fool. Oh my God, she's just an idiot. Oh my God, he's a fuckboy. He's never going to change. Oh my God, this and that, this and that. What would they do if they were in that position? What exactly would they do if they were in that position? They're always so quick to, you know, make somebody else feel bad, or, you know, make, you know, cast the first stone. And it's like, first of all, if it were you, what would you do? Because I've heard several women say, oh, I would go after the girl. I would go after, you know, it's say the wife or say the husband cheated. Oh, I would go after the girl he cheated on me with. What you gonna go after her for? You don't have to live with her. You know, you're gonna throw the woman that he cheated on you with under the bus, but you're just gonna, like, what, give him a treat? What are you gonna do? It's just sad, and it was making me angry when I was, you know, watching some of their lives and whatnot. How these people were just attacking them, and I was just like, y'all are all single, aren't you? Y'all ain't been in no long-term relationship or had somebody love you, or you've never loved somebody, you know. And I'm not saying that he made a mistake, because or, you know, the spouse made a mistake. I am not the one to judge. I am not in their relationship. I mean, I could tell you what I think I would do if I were in this position, but I'm not in that position. I know, you know, I haven't the faintest clue what I would exactly do in that situation. I know I'd be hurt. I know I'd be pissed. I know I'd probably try and hurt him real bad. You know, that's what I think that I would do. But when it comes down to it, when you're living in that moment, you are shocked. You are full of shock. Because you're like, this is fucking unbelievable. How is this happening to me? What the fuck do I do? What? Why wasn't I enough? Why would you do this to me? Why would you play me? And why would you play yourself? Because that's what you did. You played yourself. Because now that trust is broken. And I know from personal experience that when and I think most people have gone through this, but being an empath is just, it's harder for me, that once you break trust, oh my God, it sucks so many elephant balls trying to repair that trust. And you're always like, when you're upset, or when the other person does something wrong to you, you're just kind of like, should I be mad? Do I even deserve to be mad over this because this is what I did to them? So it takes a lot of work. And it's not going to be fixed overnight. It's not going to be fixed over in a couple years. I guess it's different for everybody, but once trust is broken, it takes a really long time to repair it. And unfortunately, sometimes it's never even repaired, because that person is still like, and it sucks. I know it sucks. And last but not least, I wanted to touch on the Boulder shooting that just occurred just a couple of hours ago here in Colorado, where I live. I don't know all the details. From my understanding, I believe that it's a white guy, and I think he got shot in the leg, maybe. He was shot in the leg, and he was actually, taken in to custody. But it's like, yeah, that's the key word. He was shot in the leg, and he was taken into custody. He wasn't killed on the scene or anything like that. He was taken into custody. It's like, well, I'm glad he was taken into custody, but he took 10 people's lives, including a police officer. What the hell? Like, what the hell is going on in this world? I want children so fucking badly. But it's terrifying. It is terrifying for me to, and I still will, if I'm able, bring a child into this world, but it's like, it's terrifying to think that you bring a child into this world that is so full of hate and misunderstanding and just intolerance. I really, really hope that this shooting wasn't racially motivated. I really hope it wasn't. I have several clients who are white, who are just like, so like beside themselves. They're just like, why does this keep happening? What is wrong with people? And it's like, I don't know. I feel you. And they're like, I'm so frustrated with it all. And it's like, I'm black, I know. I'm frustrated too. I'm a person of color. I wish I could scream to the heavens and make people just stop and see things from my point of view. But I can't, And it's because a lot of times people don't want to. They don't want to open up. They don't want to be like, they don't want to be receptive to other people. They want to stay stuck in their ways. They want to just their way is right. And it's like, obviously it's not. And again, I hate to say this like this because it sounds bad, but this is the fucking truth. A lot of racists are like, white is right. But obviously it is not. Because you guys are the ones going around killing people, taking lives. When it comes to serial killers, white men are right at the top. And so, I was having a discussion with my sister that, and don't get me wrong, this is just my opinion. This is these are not facts. This is my opinion. But the majority of serial killers are attractive white men. And they're usually quiet. They're usually between 25 and 40. They're not poor. I don't know. I'm at a loss of words of, Matt is always like, oh, I'm ugly. And I'm like, I made a joke to my sister, and, forgive me. And if Matt watches this, I love you. So just calm yourself. But I made I made a joke that I was like, well, I'm glad that Matt's not all that attractive, because I don't really have to worry about him like killing me in the night. If he was fine, if he was like a Justin Timberlake or like a Henry Cavill or something, I might be a little worried. Because he can be a little quiet. So, but it's like, if he was super quiet or super shy, I might have to worry. So, it's just, nobody sees these signs. Nobody sees them. But, yeah, I'm laughing now to make a joke just to lighten the mood, but, the topic is serious as fuck. Because, something has got to stop. It's just, I don't know what the answer is, but now that so much of this is in the face of the people, we've got to pay attention to it. We've got to, do something about it. We've got to care. We've got to make some changes. And I'm hoping that this administration can do some stuff, that they'll get rid of that damn filibuster, because, like Mitch McConnell and I wanted to say Kelsey Graham, but he's an actor, Lindsey Graham, all of those old white men, they, and I'm not saying all of them, but they're the major two in my eyes. They want to keep the filibuster. They do not want progress. They want to just keep everything, their way or no way. And it's terrible. It's terrible. It's like, this is America. We're supposed to move forward. By you guys trying to repress our vote. What the hell was the civil rights movement about then? Give us the right to vote, and now in the 2021 you take them away? What the hell is that? There'll be, I promise you people that as many people fought for us to get the right to vote before, there's so many more of us now. So, and I know that normal people can see this. They, if you're not able to vote, they're going to be like, what the hell? You have been voting by mail. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those politicians vote by mail. Trump voted by mail in the last election. So how is it it's so hypocritical for him to say, oh, the mail-in ballots, they're fraudulent. Well, then we shouldn't count yours either. You know what I mean? It's just, Okay, I'm sorry. All right, rant over. I just it's just sad. I want to find a way for us to have a better, like a better world, because the one that we live in right now is it's something else. And if we don't stay, stay fast and keep our heads on, these politicians will have us back in chains. They will have us back in slavery days or something like that. And it's just, with that whole do as I say, not as I do, like attitude, it's so many steps backwards and not forward. And we can't afford that. None of us, whether we're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, any of us, we can't. It's we can't. We got to do something. So, but okay, that's all I wanted to say. So, you guys have a good night, and I will catch you in the next one.